And she used a tool when she was younger to help her cope with anxiety, panic attacks, and PTSD. Let's find out more about anxiety focus cards as we're joined by Maxine Brown, the owner of Anxiety Focus Cards. Hello, Maxine. How are you?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
Very welcome. You've got quite a story here. We'll talk a bit about your story, but your basic premise here is you want to remove stigma associated with anxiety, panic disorder. That's what you're doing here.
Absolutely. I think that unfortunately we still walk in a very judgmental society that when they hear the word anxiety or PTSD or panic, we come to a conclusion. People come to an automatic conclusion that's kind of negative. So I want to make people realize that it's a universal thing and it can affect anybody, any walk.
A lot of people seem to think that, just get over it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, or it's all in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hear that. It isn't that simple. I hid it for many, many years, and if it was that simple that we could just get over it, we would. We absolutely would. But it's something, it's emotional scars that cause it.
Okay. How far back then are we talking? Not to age you here, but were you a child? Were you a teenager when you decided to use this method?
The first time I remembered using this technique, this tool, I was about 13, and I was brought up in the foster care system and was very overwhelmed with anxiety and panic. I used to have severe panic attacks in school to the point where I felt like I was fainting. And this was a technique that calmed me down and helped me through those moments.
Okay. How does the technique work then? I know you have some cards in your hand.
I do. So my anxiety focus cards, they're photographs on one side and they're black and white photos. And what I have is, I'm going to use a...
Sure, just hold them nice and steady.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Okay, there's a
so,
kitty.
There's a kitty.
Feeling better already?
So the cards have black and white photos of animals and trees and water and anything that I think would be a calming factor. But there's also what I call healing orbs. Each card has strategically placed healing orbs, and that's the key to that side. On the back, and this is just a jumbo version. Again, this is the size. When you purchase, this is what you get.
Okay.
But so on the back, there's literature, and it tells you, I know that you're not alone. I'm going through this with you. It tells you how to use the card. Take a deep breath in between counting each orb. Hold your breath for a count of 4. And then by the time you get to the 3rd or the 4th orb, your body has no choice but to relax because it's you doing your breathing, not your brain. Your brain and hormones control your breathing. But when you start taking control of that, your physical anxiety symptoms subside. So breathe in, hold it for a count of 4, breathe out through your mouth, and then again. And like I say, by the time you've got through that card, you've calmed yourself.
So then it works in a way that before you leave the house every day, you take a few cards, put them in your pocket perhaps?
Exactly. So even if you're not feeling anxious, anxiety hits you at different times. So you take a few cards. For a man, you might put it in your pocket, in your glove compartment, in your wallet. For a woman, in her purse, or wherever you want to put them, have them on you. And they're the same size as most cell phones, so you could have one on the top of your cell phone and be using it. And nobody is any wiser for what you're doing. What's
the feedback so far you've received on this?
Oh my goodness, I have been very blessed.
Yeah.
I have had such good feedback, and I have people that purchase them for Christmas gifts, and they've gone all over the U.S. I have some in Jamaica, and I've had emails from people that have said, thank you so much. I'm using them, and some people are using them for meditation and for OCD, for getting to sleep at night if they have insomnia.
That's
and
something.
A lot of positive feedback.
Quite a story. And you have a meet and greet happening this Saturday,
I do.
correct?
I'm so excited.
Yeah?
I do. On Saturday from 11 to 2 o'clock, I'll be at Chapters in Canada, and my goal is to share my story, but also to listen to other people's story. I want to know what they've been through and how I can help, and I want to be a voice, I hid this for many years, so.
And it's so important not to hide things like that. I believe if you're feeling it, you need to get it out.
Absolutely, and we need support. We need a community that supports us, because I hid it for like 30-something years, and it's hard on your system, it's hard on you mentally, and it's hard on you physically, and then at some point in your life something's going to give, and it's going to rear itself, and then you've got to deal with it. And
to purchase the cards, anxietyfocuscards.com.
Absolutely.
Is the place to go to.
Yeah, you can email me as well if you want, info@anxietyfocuscards.com.
Okay, and all the fun on Saturday, as you mentioned, Chapters Canada begins at 11 a.m.
It does.
anxietyfocuscards.com. Pick up a pack. Thank you very much, Maxine, for being here today.
Thank you.
Sharing your story. Thank you for watching as always. I'm Dylan Black. Have a good day.